You won't believe what happened after I tried this weird method on my plants. Today, I'm going to share a tip that can turn one flower spike into 2 healthy orchid plants. If you find this helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you won't miss any of my latest orchid care tips. My orchid is still thriving even after a full blooming season. As you can see, the leaves are still lush and green. This season's blooms usually last only a few weeks, so by now, the flowers have already faded. If you don't take action soon, the remaining flower spike can start to rot and affect the whole plant. That's why it's important to remove or treat it promptly to protect your orchid and keep it healthy for the next growth cycle. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to support me and never miss any orchid care tips. We'll use this flower node to propagate the orchid, as the node is currently in an open, active state. This means it has a high chance of developing into a new plant known as a keiki, baby orchid. When the node is slightly swollen or exposed, it's a sign that the plant is still active and capable of growing new shoots. We'll trim the wound carefully so that the flower spike can absorb nutrients more efficiently. By making a clean, angled cut just below the node, we help the spike draw in moisture and nutrients from our treatment solution more effectively. This also prevents the end from rotting, which could block absorption and harm the plant. We'll use turmeric powder to dry and seal the wound. It's actually a great natural way to protect the plant. Just dab it right onto the cut. Turmeric helps keep the area clean and stops it from rotting, so the flower spike can stay healthy and ready to grow. Simple, but really effective. Don't forget to dab some turmeric powder right onto the cut end of the flower spike, okay? It might seem like a small step, but it really helps protect the plant. We're going to use 1 spoon of turmeric powder for this. Pour 1,000 milliliters of warm water to help dissolve the nutrients in the turmeric more easily. Stir the solution. Soak it for 1 hour. Prepare some rice. Use 3 tablespoons of rice. Pour 500 milliliters of warm water. Stir the solution. Soak it for 30 minutes. After soaking the turmeric mixture in water for an hour, we'll stir it well to reduce any sediment that is settled at the bottom. We'll strain the solution through a sieve to remove any leftover turmeric sediment. This way, the liquid becomes clear and smooth, making it easier to apply to the orchid without any clumps that could block absorption or cause issues. We'll take a small cup of the filtered solution to prepare for the next step. We're going to take a cotton ball or pad and gently wipe down the orchid with this turmeric solution. Turmeric contains natural vitamins and minerals, things like curcumin, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds that not only help the plant heal from any cuts or damage, but also encourage stronger growth overall. On top of that, these nutrients work like a natural defense, keeping away harmful pests such as red spider mites that can cause the plant to rot or weaken. When you wipe the leaves, the solution helps open the tiny pores called stomata on the leaf surfaces, which improves the plant's ability to breathe and perform photosynthesis more efficiently. This means the orchid can absorb more light and nutrients, helping it stay healthy and vibrant for a longer time. Have you ever tried watering your orchids with natural ingredients? Share your experience with me. Next, we'll carefully wipe down the flower spike to remove any dust, pests, or residue that might be lingering on it. Gently cleaning the spike also allows the nutrients from our solution to be absorbed better, giving the plant a stronger chance to grow. After soaking in the rice water for 30 minutes, we'll take the plant out, strain the liquid, and then mix it with the turmeric water. This combination helps blend the nutrients from both ingredients, creating a powerful natural solution that supports the orchid's growth and healing. Stir the solution. Pour the solution into a small cup. Soak the flower spike in the solution. Soak it for 30 minutes. We'll use floral foam, trimming it carefully so it fits perfectly into the cup where we'll be nurturing the orchid. This foam will hold moisture and support the plant's roots, creating a stable environment for new growth. Trim the floral foam. After 30 minutes, the vitamins from the rice water and turmeric have been fully absorbed into the flower spike through the stomata. We'll take the spike out now and get ready for the next step. We'll place the flower spike into the growing medium and add a little water to keep it moist. We'll use just a little bit of water like this. If we add too much, the flower spike could end up waterlogged and start to rot. We can use the leftover solution to take care of the other plants in the garden. It's both economical and super effective. When applied, this solution allows the plants to absorb vitamins B1, B2, and essential minerals from rice water and turmeric. Vitamin B1 plays a key role in stimulating root growth. It helps the roots become longer, stronger, and better at absorbing nutrients from the soil. This is especially important after trimming or repotting, as it speeds up recovery and promotes new root development. Vitamin B2 supports photosynthesis, enabling the plant to produce more energy. As a result, the leaves become darker green, glossier, and more vibrant. It also helps the plant develop new buds and grow more vigorously. Turmeric contains curcumin, a natural antibacterial and antifungal compound. When absorbed through the leaves or roots, it enhances the plant's immunity and helps prevent fungal and bacterial infections. Turmeric also provides trace minerals like iron, potassium, and manganese, which boost metabolic activity, especially beneficial for leaf and stem growth. Watering with this solution in the early morning is ideal because the stomata, tiny pores on the leaves, are open, allowing for maximum nutrient absorption and efficient photosynthesis. If you could only choose one tip to save a weak orchid, what would it be? Let's share our best secrets with each other in the comments. After just 1 month of care, we can already see promising signs of new life small. Tender leaves are sprouting, and fine little roots are beginning to form around the base of the flower spike. The overall color of the plant is a vibrant green, showing that it's absorbing nutrients well and adapting to its new environment. It's quite incredible, isn't it? From what was once just a spent flower stem, we're now witnessing the transformation into a healthy, independent orchid baby. When you notice that the floral foam starts to dry out, it feels lighter, looks paler, or no longer feels moist to the touch, that's the time to add more water. After 2 months, you'll notice the plant has grown noticeably longer leaves, showing signs of robust health and vitality. The leaves are greener and more vibrant, indicating that the plant is thriving under the care it's receiving. Even more impressive is the development of the flower spike. What once was just a small spike with 2 tiny nodes has now transformed remarkably into 2 fully formed root systems, each healthy and strong. This means the plant isn't just surviving. It's actively growing new roots and preparing to become 2 separate, flourishing orchids. This kind of progress truly shows how consistent nurturing and patience can encourage the best out of your orchids, turning a simple flower spike into the foundation for 2 beautiful, thriving plants. Keep monitoring their growth closely, because the next stages will bring even more exciting developments. We will divide this flower spike into 2 parts and use turmeric powder to dry the wounds. This helps prevent infection and promotes faster healing for each new plant. Using turmeric not only acts as a natural antiseptic, but also supports the plant's recovery process, ensuring both parts can grow strong and healthy after the cut. Next, we'll start by planting the orchid using pine bark as the main growing medium. Pine bark is ideal because it offers great airflow around the roots and drains water well. Preventing root rot both are crucial for orchid health. Once the orchid is securely planted in the pine bark, we'll add a layer of moss on top. This moss layer serves multiple purposes. It helps retain moisture around the roots, creating a humid microenvironment that orchids thrive in. And it also balances the moisture levels, preventing the bark from drying out too quickly. Together, the pine bark and moss provide an optimal environment that supports robust root development and overall plant vitality, ensuring the orchid stays healthy and grows beautifully. We will plant the second flower spike in the same way. This means using pine bark as the base medium to ensure good aeration and drainage, then topping it with a layer of moss to maintain moisture and humidity around the roots. Doing it this way helps both plants establish strong root systems and stay healthy as they grow. When moving the plant into its new home, don't forget to provide moisture for the plant. Keeping the humidity at the right level is essential to help the orchid adjust and thrive in its new environment. Have you ever wondered why other people's orchids are always blooming beautifully, while yours just won't? Today, I'll show you how to revive weak orchids and help them bloom year-round. If you find this tip helpful, share it with fellow orchid lovers. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to support us. Because the orchid hasn't received proper care for a while, its leaves have started to turn yellow, a clear sign that the plant is under stress. Without the right balance of light, water, and nutrients, the leaves lose their vibrant green color and begin to weaken. Over time, they may become soft, wilted, or even fall off completely if the condition isn't corrected. Yellowing leaves are often the plant's way of signaling that something is wrong. Whether it's overwatering, lack of nutrition, poor drainage, or simply being neglected. The flower spike has dried up. The stem is also showing signs of rot, becoming soft, discolored, and possibly emitting a slight odor. And the roots are starting to rot. Some roots still look damp, which suggests they've been sitting in excess moisture leading to rot and poor nutrient absorption. If not treated soon, the plant could continue to weaken. Let's take the plant out of the plastic pot to check if the roots have any signs of disease. We can see that many roots are severely waterlogged and rotting. The affected roots are soft, darkened, and mushy, clear signs they've been sitting in too much moisture for too long. At the same time, several roots have died and dried out, turning brittle and brown, unable to support the plant anymore. Despite this, the soil inside the pot is still damp and soggy, which shows poor drainage and a dangerous environment for the roots. This combination of wet, rotting roots and dry. Cutting broken leaves. The plant is showing signs of black rot, with dark, soft, and decaying areas appearing on its stem or leaves. Next, we'll carefully remove all the old growing medium, especially the moss, because moss tends to retain moisture and can easily harbor hidden diseases, bacteria, and pests that attack the roots and cause them to rot. Over time, when the plant is kept in a plastic pot with this compressed moss, the roots don't get enough air circulation. This lack of airflow, combined with constant dampness, creates the perfect environment for fungal infections and root decay. Additionally, the compacted growing medium can physically squeeze the roots, restricting their growth and causing damage. Without enough space and oxygen, roots become weak and are unable to absorb water and nutrients properly, which severely limits the plant's development. Other factors like overwatering, poor drainage, and infrequent repotting also contribute to root rot and poor growth. Next, we'll carefully trim away the rotted roots, a crucial step in rescuing the orchid and preventing further damage. Using clean, sterilized scissors or pruning shears, we gently remove all the soft, mushy, dark brown or black roots. These rotting parts not only fail to absorb water or nutrients, but they can also spread bacteria and fungi to the rest of the plant. As we trim, it's very important to avoid cutting any healthy roots. You'll recognize good roots by their firm texture and green or silvery white color. They're still alive and play a vital role in helping the orchid absorb moisture and nutrients. By removing only the dead or infected roots and preserving the healthy ones, we give the plant a better chance to recover and regrow a strong, healthy root system. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to support me and never miss any orchid care tips. We'll cut off the flower spike to help the plant conserve energy. Next, we'll rinse the entire plant gently with clean water. This step is important because it helps wash away any lingering bacteria, fungi, or old growing medium stuck to the roots and stem. By thoroughly cleaning the plant, we reduce the risk of reinfection and create a fresh, sterile starting point before applying any treatments or repotting. Let's use a soft cloth to gently dry the plant, especially around the crown, stem, and roots. This step isn't just about wiping off water for appearance. It's a critical part of protecting the orchid from rot and infection after cleaning. Use 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Pour 1,000 milliliters of warm water. Stir the solution. Soak the mixture until the water cools down completely. Next, we'll use a lotus leaf. This isn't just a traditional trick, but actually a very helpful step in the orchid's recovery process. Using a lotus leaf isn't just about protecting the orchid physically. It actually brings a lot of natural goodness to help the plant recover and grow. Lotus leaves are packed with vitamins like C and E, which act as antioxidants. These vitamins help protect the orchid cells from damage and stress, especially the delicate new shoots and roots that are trying to grow. So while the leaf is shielding the plant, it's also kind of giving it a boost to build stronger, healthier tissues. Put the chopped lotus leaf into the blender. This step helps break down the leaf, so its beneficial nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and natural antioxidants can be more easily released and absorbed when applied to the orchid. Pour 250 milliliters of water. Filter the solution through rails. Remember, don't throw away the leftover residue after blending. We can reuse it as a natural fertilizer for other plants, which is really beneficial. This leftover pulp still contains plenty of nutrients and organic matter that enrich the soil, helping other plants grow stronger and healthier. Add 3 tablets of vitamin B1. Dilute the mixture with 500 milliliters of water to create a gentle, nutrient-rich solution. This helps spread the nutrients evenly and makes it easier for the orchid to absorb when applied. Let's let the solution rest for 15 minutes. After the water has cooled, we'll stir the mixture well to make sure everything is evenly blended. Then strain the cinnamon solution through a fine sieve. This way, we remove any solid bits or residue, leaving a smooth liquid that's easy to apply to the plant without clogging sprays or causing buildup. Filtering ensures the solution is clean and gentle, perfect for protecting and nourishing the orchid. After letting the lotus leaf and vitamin B1 solution rest for 15 minutes, we'll mix it together with the cinnamon solution. Stir the solution. We'll pour the combined solution into a small cup to prepare for the next step. Next, we'll use that solution to gently wipe down the orchid. We'll wipe the leaves with this solution because doing so helps the orchid absorb vitamins and minerals from the lotus leaf, cinnamon, and vitamin B1 directly through its leaf surface. This makes the leaves greener and healthier by providing essential nutrients like vitamin B1, which supports strong root development and overall plant growth. The minerals from the lotus leaf, such as calcium and magnesium, help strengthen the cell walls and boost chlorophyll production, making the leaves more vibrant and improving photosynthesis. By giving the orchid this gentle vitamin and mineral boost, especially when it's weak, we're not just helping it survive, we're actively supporting its full recovery and long-term health. These nutrients play a crucial role in rebuilding the plant's root system, which is the foundation for absorbing water and essential minerals from the soil or growing medium. Stronger roots mean the orchid can take in more nourishment and stay hydrated, which is vital when the plant is stressed or damaged. Pour the solution into a small cup. Place the plant into the solution to soak. Since the wounds we treated are still open, soaking the plant completely in the solution allows the vitamins and minerals to be absorbed more easily and deeply by the plant. Soak it for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, use cinnamon to dry the wound. Cinnamon acts as a natural antiseptic and antifungal agent, which means it's incredibly effective at preventing infections that could otherwise harm the plant. When applied to the open wounds on the orchid, cinnamon helps stop harmful bacteria and fungi from entering these vulnerable spots. These microorganisms can cause rot or other diseases that might severely damage the plant or even lead to its death. By creating a protective barrier over the wounded areas, cinnamon not only blocks these harmful agents, but also promotes a dry environment that's less favorable for their growth. This protective layer encourages faster healing because it keeps the wound clean and safe, allowing the plant's natural recovery processes to work more efficiently. Additionally, cinnamon's properties can help reduce inflammation and stress on the plant tissues, further supporting its return to full health. The next step is to give the plant a new home. Transferring the orchid into fresh, clean growing medium and a suitable pot helps provide better aeration and drainage, which are essential for healthy root development. A new environment free from old diseases or pests allows the plant to recover more quickly and thrive. We'll use clips to gently secure the plant in place, making sure it stays stable and upright. After that, we'll cover the roots and base with fresh pine bark. What do you think orchids need most to stay healthy? Light, water, or nutrients? Type 1, 2, or 3 to choose. Next, we'll add a layer of moss on top. This moss helps retain moisture around the roots while still allowing good airflow, creating a balanced environment that supports the orchid's growth. It also helps keep the roots cozy and protected, which encourages healthy development and keeps the plant comfortable in its new setup. Don't forget to give the plant some moisture right after repotting. Providing gentle humidity helps reduce transplant shock, keeps the roots hydrated, and supports the orchid as it settles into its new environment. This extra care encourages quicker recovery and stronger growth. We'll use the leftover solution to care for other plants in the garden, starting with wiping their leaves. When we gently clean the leaves with this mixture, the plant can absorb important vitamins and minerals directly through its surface, giving it a real boost. The lotus leaf in the solution provides calcium and magnesium, which are crucial for strengthening cell walls and supporting chlorophyll production, making the leaves greener and more efficient at photosynthesis. Vitamin B1 plays a vital role in promoting root growth and improving the plant's ability to absorb nutrients and water. Cinnamon contains antioxidants and natural antifungal compounds that protect the plant from infections and help reduce stress. Wiping the upper side of the leaves removes pests like red aphids and spider mites, which feed on the plant's sap and weaken it. Cleaning the underside is just as important because that's where many pests and fungal spores hide. So wiping there helps prevent infestations and keeps the plant healthier. All these nutrients work together to strengthen both the roots and leaves. Calcium and magnesium reinforce the root structure, helping them develop thick, healthy tips that absorb water and minerals more effectively. Vitamin B1 stimulates root cell division and elongation, encouraging new root growth, which is essential for a recovering or weak plant. Meanwhile, cinnamon's protective properties reduce the risk of root rot and other diseases, helping the entire plant thrive. By using this solution, we're not just cleaning the leaves. We're nourishing the plant from top to bottom, improving its overall health, resilience, and ability to grow strong and vibrant. For method 2, we'll use a spray bottle to mist the plant. This way is especially great for busy people because it's quick, simple, and effective. By spraying this liquid vitamin and mineral solution directly onto the leaves and roots, the orchid can absorb nutrients faster and more efficiently through its surfaces. This not only helps the plant grow stronger, but also encourages it to produce more vibrant, healthier blooms. It's best to do this spraying about once or twice a month to keep the nutrients consistently available without overwhelming the plant. Regular misting with this solution also helps control common pests like aphids, spider mites, and mealybugs, because ingredients like cinnamon have natural antifungal and insect repellent properties. These benefits combined make the orchid's roots and leaves healthier, creating ideal conditions for flower buds to develop and open beautifully. So, this method keeps your orchid nourished, protected, and blooming with minimal effort, perfect if you're busy, but still want your plants thriving. For method 3, we'll use the leftover solution to water the plants. This technique provides a gentle nutrient boost directly to the roots, helping them absorb essential vitamins and minerals from the soil or growing medium. Regular watering with this enriched solution encourages stronger root systems, improves overall plant health, and supports vigorous growth and flowering. It's recommended to water your orchids with this solution about once or twice a month. Doing this consistently ensures the roots get the nourishment they need without overloading the plant, maintaining a healthy balance. This method complements foliar spraying by feeding the plant from the ground up, creating an all-around care routine that helps your orchids thrive and bloom beautifully over time. After 4 weeks, you'll start to notice the leaves looking noticeably healthier and more vibrant. They become a rich, deep green color that shows the plant is absorbing nutrients well. The leaves also grow thicker and firmer, which means the orchid is gaining strength and resilience. You might see a natural shine on the surface. Next, let's take a closer look at the roots. After consistent care, the roots should appear thick, firm, and fleshy, a sign they're healthy and actively growing. You might notice new root tips sprouting, which are usually pale green or white and indicate fresh growth. These roots will feel plump to the touch, showing they're well hydrated and capable of absorbing nutrients sufficiently. New root tips are usually a lighter color white or pale green, and they feel tender but strong, showing active growth. You might even see some tiny root hairs emerging, which increase the root surface area and help the plant soak up water and nutrients more efficiently. Growing orchids isn't just for experts. With a little care and patience, anyone can do it. And that includes you. Today, I'm sharing a magical way to revive an orchid that looks like it's beyond saving. If you find this helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more orchid care tips. Because of overwatering and a bit of carelessness, my friend accidentally caused the orchid's leaves to rot and the roots to become waterlogged. This leaf has become mushy and started to rot because it absorbed too much water and nutrients. When an orchid takes in more than it can handle, especially in a poorly ventilated environment, the excess moisture gets trapped in the tissues, leading to soft, rotting leaves like this one. On the other side, it's even worse. The leaf has turned black and is clearly rotting. This kind of dark, mushy tissue is a strong sign of advanced rot and needs to be removed immediately to prevent it from spreading to the rest of the plant. We could only enjoy the bloom for a few weeks, and now that the flower has wilted, it's time to cut it off. Doing this helps the orchid conserve energy and redirect its strength into root and leaf development, which is essential for future growth and blooming. Regularly removing faded flowers also prevents any potential rot or disease from spreading. The stem is starting to show signs of rot, so let's take a closer look at the roots to see what's going on underneath. Early detection is key. If the roots are also affected, we'll need to act quickly to save the plant and prevent the rot from spreading further. As you can see, many of the orchid's roots appear dry, shriveled, and discolored. Some are turning yellow to brown, which indicates they are dead or rotting. There are still a few healthy green root tips visible, but overall, the root system is struggling. This condition likely results from prolonged overwatering or poor ventilation, causing root rot. It's important to clean up the dead roots and repot the orchid into a fresh, well-draining medium to give it a chance to recover. There are many roots, but they are drying out because the watering is not consistent. Some areas are getting too much water, while others aren't receiving enough, causing the plants to suffer and the roots to dry up. What do you think is most important for an orchid to stay healthy? Light, water, or nutrients? Type 1, 2, or 3. Let's carefully remove the part of the leaf that's waterlogged and has started to decay due to excess moisture. This will help the plant recover and prevent any further damage. Let's carefully remove the old layer of roots to fully expose the root system. This will allow us to closely examine the roots and address any potential issues. such as rot or damage, ensuring the plant has the best chance for recovery. At the same time, we should also discard the old moss. Bacteria can spread from the leaves directly down to the roots. Over time, it may have become a breeding ground for harmful bacteria, fungi, or pests, which could harm the plant. By removing both the old roots and moss, we can create a cleaner, healthier environment for the orchid, encouraging stronger, more vibrant growth moving forward. Next, we'll carefully use scissors to trim away any rotting or decayed tissue from the plant. When doing this, it's important to be gentle and avoid cutting too deeply into the main stem or healthy parts of the plant, as this could cause further damage and hinder its recovery. You want to focus on removing only the visibly affected areas without going too deep into the healthy tissue. By trimming the damaged parts properly, we help prevent the spread of bacteria or fungus while encouraging the plant to focus its energy on healthy growth. Let's leave the areas that are more prone to rot like this for now. These spots, which are already showing signs of decay, should be handled carefully to prevent further damage. Where in the world are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments. I'd love to connect. And hey, if you're facing any challenges with your orchid, don't be shy, ask away. Let's grow and learn together on this plant-loving journey. Don't overlook the yellowing roots. They won't turn green again, so we need to remove them. Let's also trim off the small flower spike that is already faded. By removing the spent flower spike, since the leaves have already rotted, we will use a razor blade to carefully trim and clean them. It's essential to do this carefully to ensure that the plant doesn't become infected again or develop further waterlogging issues. Sharp blade reduces the risk of introducing bacteria or fungi, which could spread quickly through the plant. Additionally, it helps remove any decaying tissue that could lead to further rot or block proper airflow and water absorption. Since the leaves are not broken but have already decayed, we should go ahead and remove them completely. These leaves won't be able to grow back or recover, so cutting them off is necessary to prevent any further energy loss for the plant. Next, we will wash the plant. Make sure to rinse it thoroughly with water to remove any remaining dirt, bacteria, or decaying material. Be gentle when washing, especially around the roots and sensitive areas, to avoid causing any damage to the plant. Let's gently wash the plant with a soft brush to thoroughly clean off any dirt and bacteria. As we wash, we'll also carefully scrub the plant to remove any remaining debris or pathogens. Do you know the reason why orchids get yellow leaves? Try commenting your thoughts. Afterward, we will use a clean cloth to gently dry the plant, ensuring that no excess water remains on the leaves or roots. This step is crucial to avoid the plant becoming waterlogged or developing issues like root rot. Let's prepare one lotus leaf. Lotus leaves are truly amazing for orchids. They are packed with beneficial compounds that can really give orchids a boost. We'll cut the lotus leaves into smaller pieces now. The leaves are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, which helps strengthen the plant's immune system and protect it from disease. They also contain compounds like flavonoids and alkaloids that can promote healthy root growth, making the roots more resilient and efficient in absorbing nutrients. By using lotus leaves, you're essentially giving your orchid a natural boost that helps it grow stronger and bloom more vibrantly. Isn't that just awesome? Have you ever tried watering orchids with natural ingredients? Share your experience. It's always interesting to see how different natural methods can help plants thrive. Place the chopped lotus leaf into a blender. Grinding lotus leaves into a fine powder can have several benefits for orchids. When you grind them, the nutrients and compounds inside become more concentrated and easier for the plant to absorb. Pour 250 milliliters of water. Filter the solution through rails. Don't throw away the cut lotus leaves. They make excellent compost for other plants. The nutrients in the leaves break down over time and enrich the soil, promoting healthy growth for different plants. Use some cinnamon powder. Cinnamon has some really awesome benefits for orchids. Use 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder. Pour 500 milliliters of hot water. It's often used as a natural fungicide, helping to prevent fungal infections and root rot. Stir the solution. Soak it for 20 minutes. After soaking for 20 minutes, we'll strain the cinnamon water through a cloth or mesh to filter out the solid particles, leaving behind the liquid. This cinnamon-infused water can then be used to water the orchid or as a natural treatment to help promote root growth and prevent fungal issues. It's a simple but effective way to give the plant some extra care. We'll use cotton balls to gently wipe the orchid with the cinnamon solution. This will allow the plant to absorb the beneficial properties of cinnamon while also cleaning the surface and preventing fungal infections. Be sure to apply the solution carefully, especially around the roots and leaves, to help protect the plant and encourage healthy growth. Next, we'll use vitamin B1, which is great for promoting root development and overall plant health. It helps reduce transplant shock, boost the orchid's stress resistance, and encourage stronger, healthier roots. Vitamin B1 also supports the plant's recovery after pruning or injury. We'll only use 3 tablets to avoid overuse and ensure the plant gets just the right amount of nutrients to thrive. Let's dissolve the vitamin B1 tablets in water. Ensuring that the nutrients are properly absorbed when we use it on the orchid. We'll combine the cinnamon water with the lotus leaf extract. Add the vitamin B1 water into. We'll pour the solution into a small basin and get ready for the next step. We'll place the entire orchid into the solution to soak. This makes it easier for the plant to fully absorb the nutrients, especially through the roots and any freshly cut areas. Soaking the whole plant also helps hydrate it evenly and gives it a gentle. Soak it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we'll gently take the orchid out of the solution and let it air dry completely before moving on to the next step. Use cinnamon to dry the wound. Cinnamon contains natural compounds like cinnamaldehyde and eugenol, which have strong antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-inflammatory properties. When applied to a fresh cut or wound on an orchid root, cinnamon acts like a natural antiseptic. It disinfects the area, helps prevent fungal and bacterial infections, and even dries out the wound slightly, creating a kind of protective seal. This drying effect helps the tissue close up safely without staying too moist, because too much moisture around a wound can lead to rot. Pretty amazing for something straight from the kitchen, right? We'll apply a light layer of cinnamon to the wounds on the leaves and stems of the orchid, since we've already treated a lot of rotting roots in those areas. It's important to disinfect and protect the wounds to prevent any infection from spreading. We'll let the orchid rest in a cool, dry place for a full day so it can dry out completely. This recovery time helps any wounds close up and allows excess moisture to evaporate, which is super important to prevent rot or infection. Next, we'll move on to planting the orchid. I'm going to place a small piece of foam right underneath the roots. This helps support the plant and keeps it stable while also improving drainage. We'll use a metal clip or wire tie to secure the orchid in place, making sure it doesn't wobble or shift around. Keeping the plant stable is really important during this stage because it helps the roots settle in and attach to the new growing medium. We'll cover the top with a layer of moss, and this really helps the orchid in several ways. Moss keeps moisture around the roots more evenly, without making it too wet, which orchids love. It also creates a soft, breathable environment that supports root development and protects the plant from sudden temperature changes. Plus, it helps keep the base of the plant stable and shields it from direct sun or drying winds. Such a simple touch, but so helpful for a healthy, thriving orchid. Don't forget to water the orchid with a small amount of the solution we made earlier. This will help create a slightly humid environment in its new home, making it easier for the plant to adjust and settle in. With the leftover solution, we can use it on other plants. Here's how we can do it. Step 1. We can start by gently wiping the leaves, especially the upper surface. Cleaning the top of the leaves is important because it removes any accumulated dust, dirt, or small pests that might be hiding there. This helps the plant's pores stay open so it can better absorb sunlight for photosynthesis. Plus, wiping down the leaves can improve air circulation around the plant, reducing the risk of fungal infections or pests. We should wipe the leaves about 1 to 2 times a week. This frequency is enough to keep the plant's leaves clean and free of dust or pests without overstressing the plant. Wiping too often might disrupt the natural processes of the leaves, so it's best to keep it at a moderate level. Regular cleaning ensures that the plant can still efficiently absorb sunlight for photosynthesis and stay healthy. Step 2. Another method is using a spray bottle to lightly apply the solution to the leaves and roots. This technique is great for people who are short on time. It's a quick and easy way to nourish the plant without needing too much effort. The solution is absorbed rapidly by the plant, providing immediate benefits to the roots and leaves. This method is especially useful for giving the plant a gentle boost without overwetting it or causing any waterlogging issues. After 4 months, the leaves have grown to a beautiful, lush, deep green that shows no signs of yellowing or wilting. The edges of the leaves are smooth, with no brown tips, and the surface is firm to the touch, free of any damage. The flower spike has emerged confidently, standing tall and strong. It's vibrant and upright, filled with multiple buds that are tightly packed and gradually swelling, ready to bloom into something spectacular. The stem is sturdy and solid, showing no signs of weakness. The roots have developed into a solid, healthy network, spreading out and anchoring the plant securely. They are a deep, rich color, healthy looking, with a firm, strong texture that indicates good water and nutrient absorption. The roots are firmly anchored in the growing medium, spreading evenly throughout, with no signs of rot or damage. There are still some yellowing leaves, so we'll gently tear them off. Removing the yellow leaves is crucial because they no longer contribute to the plant's health. By getting rid of them, we allow the plant to focus its energy on the healthy, green leaves that are still performing photosynthesis. The healthy root system supports the plant's growth in every way, providing the necessary foundation for the flourishing leaves and flower spike. There's a sense of steadiness and reliability as you look at the roots, knowing they're the lifeline of the plant, feeding it and supporting all the healthy growth above the surface. If you enjoyed this orchid care journey and found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more plant tips and tricks. Your support means a lot, and it helps us grow this wonderful plant-loving community. If you've got any questions or want to share your own orchid care experience, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to connect with you. Stay tuned for more plant care videos. Until next time, keep nurturing your orchids and watching them flourish.